Hey, what's up, guys? It's the Wizard of the Post here to do our drawing and run that shenanigans all. Got a little bit of time to kill before I actually do the drawing, however. Go and see if I can find any. My little fairies in Facebook have been keeping me up to date all day, but I have been completely and utterly unable to follow them myself. So, with no more gilding the lily, without further ado, the Tome of Legends. Tome of Legends enters the battlefield with a page counter on it. Whenever your commander enters the battlefield or attacks, put a page counter on Tome of Legends. Remove a page counter. Draw a card. I like that. Banish into Fable. When you cast a spell from your hand, copy it. If you control an artifact, then copy it. If you control an enchantment. You choose new targets for the copy. So if you have an enchantment and an artifact, you get to copy it twice. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. You create a 2/2 white knight creature token with expensive though. Even rare. Thorn Mammoth, Trample. Oh, that's nice. Workshop Elders. Artifact creatures you control have flying at the beginning of. Yes, it does zoom. There we go. Cool. Artifact creatures you control have flying. At the beginning of combat on your turn, you may have target non-creature artifact you control become a 0/0 artifact creature. You do put 4+1/+1 counters on. The counters stay. Oh, and it permanently stays as a creature as well. Wow, that is really cool. That is really cool. I like the flavor to that. That's really awesome. Shimmer Dragon. Oh my God, I love this art. Oh, I have to click on this. I have to click on this. Who Lee Satiawan. Dude, I probably butchered your name. I'm sorry if I did. I'm really sorry if I did, but that is crazy good art. I want that on a playmat. Wow. As long as you control 4 or more artifacts, Shimmer Dragon has hexproof. Tap 2 untapped artifacts you control, draw a card. Huh. Interesting. Oh, Steelbane Hydra. I love the art on this one too. Enters the battlefield with an X+1/+1 counters on it. 2 and a green. Remove a +1/+1 counter from Steelbane Hydra. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. That's another crazy good one. Wow. That is really, really good. Really enjoy that one. That's crazy. Knight's Charge. Whenever a knight you control attacks, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. Turn all knight creature cards from your graveyard to the battlefield. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 for each charge counter on Mace of the Valiant and has vigilance. Huh. That's nice. Obviously, whenever I'm saying this is nice, I'm looking at a lot of this stuff in like a limited format. A specific deck or anything like that. Hello, Annalise. Glad you could join us. Annalise was also the recipient of many of your likes and stuff. She is the one that runs Pen Foundry. If you have not checked out her page, please do so. Facebook.com Pen Foundry. She does a lot of really, really cool stuff with makes like these awesome chibi planeswalker pens and perler stuff, and is one of the best at the perler stuff that I've seen. Glad she is able to join us. Thank you for joining us, Annalise. She's watching from Facebook. Yes, you can watch at our post, bluepost.co, facebook.com/bluepost.co, YouTube, Twitch, also on our sister channel, mtg4horseman.com, and DLive at wizard_of the post, I think is what it is. Good grief. Yeah, I butchered that one. I'm sorry, everyone. I can see someone else watching, but I don't know who it is as of yet. But glad you joined us. Right now, we're just going over Throne of Eldraine stuff, guys, until we hit the 10 o'clock hour when we will do the drawing. Let's see. Silverwing Squadron. Power and toughness equal to the number of creatures you control. I see that being as... it's knight, not a warrior, though. Wow. When it attacks, create a number of 2/2 white knight tokens with vigilance equal to the number of opponents you have. Oh, yeah, that one's made for commander. Guys, I am fighting a cold or something like that. My allergies have been absolutely killing me, so if I end up having to mute the mic to keep from deafening everyone within a 1,000-yard radius, I apologize. Okay, let's see. Chittering Witch. Enters the battlefield, create a number of 1/1 black rat creature tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. Oh, that's nice. Oh, rat tribal. More rat tribal. Target creature gets -2/-2 until end of turn. Oh, I like that one. That's really nice. Gluttonous Troll. I love trolls. Troll tribal, baby. When gluttonous trolls enter the battlefield, create a number of food tokens equal to the number of opponents you have. Sacrifice another non-land permanent, gets +2/+2 until end of turn. Kind of weak. Oh, love this art. Orvald Fakehurst. Orvald Fakehurst King. Enters the battlefield, sacrifice another permanent. Whenever you sacrifice a permanent, put a +1/+1 counter and draw a card. Battlefield or Dragon Noble. Interesting. Alela, Artful Provocateur. Ooh. Flying Death Touch Lifelink. Other creatures you control with flying get +1/+7. Cast an artifact. Oh, yeah, she's solid. She's definitely solid for Commander. Sir Gwyn, Hero of Ashvale. Or Sir Gwyn. It's a chick. Is it? Squires throughout the realm aspire to her. Yeah, it's a chick. Her mix of panache and martial prowess. Vigilance Menace. Whenever an equipped creature you control attacks, you draw a card and lose 1 life. Equipment you control have equipped Knight 0. Oh yeah, I think I saw this one for a few minutes. Bake into a pie. Destroy target creature. Create a food token. I like it. That's awesome. That's awesome. My secret ingredient? Well, I can't tell you that, but here's a hint. It's not love. All right, Slaying Fire. Yeah, for a moment of sadness here, we should have this for Lightning Strike, because whenever this releases, Lightning Strike will be gone from Standard. All right, Slaying Fire. 3 deals 3 damage to any target. Adamant. At least 3 red mana was spent to cast a spell. It deals 4 damage instead. Silver Flame Ritual. Put a +1/+1 counter on each creature you control for 4 mana. Adamant, if it was 3 mana, was at least 3 mana spent. Creatures you control gain vigilance until end of turn. I like this stuff. I like this Adamant feature. Tempered by fire and united in virtue, the Knights of Ardenvale fight with a single unbreakable. Embereth Paladin. That dude looks cool. So does that dude. It looks like he's got a history of Benalia on his chest. 4/1 for 4 with haste. Adamant of at least 3 red enters the battlefield with a +1/+1. Wow. Not bad. I can see this one. I can see all of this Adamant stuff being super, super good in limited formats. Kind of pushing you into going monocolored. The Beanstalk Giant. Ho, ho, ho. Green Giant. The adventure mechanic is kind of confusing whenever you first see it, but it actually turns out to be pretty good. Hey, Lisa, thanks for joining us. Lisa is our shop manager. She's had a rough day. Let's see. Beanstalk Giant. Basically what it is, you have this sorcery ability over here, and then you can also cast it as a creature. If you cast Fertile Footsteps, search your library for a basic land card, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Then exile this card. You may cast the creature later from exile. So it goes into exile, which is essentially just a secondary graveyard at this point. It's no longer what an exile was intended to be. It's just flat out not. It's ridiculous. So it goes into exile, and then you can cast it out. It enters power and toughness equal to the number of lands you control for 7 mana. So you cast this on turn 3, and then on turn 5, 4, cast this on turn 2. Get you ramp into another land, and then you can cast this on probably turn 4-ish, I guess, for 7 mana. So it's not bad. You'd only be a 4/4 if you cast him, but still. Piper of the Swarm, I love this guy. Rats you control have haste. 1/1, create a 1/1 black rat creature token. 2 and 2 black, sacrifice 3 rats, gain control of target creature. Love this guy, more rat tribal. Heraldic Banner. Enters the battlefield. This is a really bad picture. As it enters the battlefield, choose a color. Creatures you control a color, get +1/+1. Tap, add 1 mana of the chosen color. So it's interesting. Garruk, Cursed Huntsman. Love this. I like this ability right here. This is really, really good. When this creature dies, put a loyalty counter on it. But each Garruk you control, the wolf tribal part of this works out really good. Destroy target creature, draw a card. You gain an emblem with creatures you control, get +3/+3 and have trample. There's a lot of ways you can get rid of your own creatures right now. And yeah, that's pretty solid. This guy's really cool. I just like the art. I like the fact that they brought back dual mana. He endured the white-hot blaze of the circle and sweltering heat of the Iron Crag, and he emerged victorious. It's +1/+1 until end of turn. He has double strike. I mean, he's a solid little dude. Night Tribal is definitely a thing as well because you've got knights all over. Order of Midnight. I really like this one. 2, return target creature card from your graveyard to your hand, then exile this. You can cast it out flying. Order of Midnight can't block. So get a creature back, then you can cast it back immediately the next turn. And then when it dies, you can get it out of your graveyard and cast it, because whenever this dies, it goes to your graveyard. It doesn't get exiled, because that only happens when you cast this part down here. So this still goes to your graveyard. This is a lot of card advantage. I mean, these two, the adventure stuff it's more than just 2. It's more than just 1 for 2. It has additional benefits because after that creature dies, it goes back into the graveyard. You have the ability to cast sorceries or instants from your graveyard. You have the ability to get this stuff back out, back into exile, and reuse it again. Cycle the stuff in and out. It's going to be a lot better than people give it credit for right now. Definitely going to be an interesting thing to watch. Let's see. The Foulmire Knight. Draw a card and lose 1 life for 3 mana, and he's a 1 for Death Touch. Not bad. Not great, not bad. But again, you can cycle him in a circle in the right decks. Smitten Swordmaster. You gain X life, and each opponent loses X life, where X is the number of knights you control. Holy smokes. That's nuts. Seer Conrad the Grim. The Seer thing must be a title of some sort. We had that Seer, and we had that Seer. And I think it's back in red. It's a Mardu type thing. Yes, I don't know. We'll see if we find another Seer down through here. Let's see. Whenever another creature dies or a creature card is put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, deals 1 damage to each opponent. So when another creature dies or put into a graveyard from anywhere other than the battlefield, so whenever you're discarding stuff into your graveyard, or a creature card leaves your graveyard, Sir Conrad the Grim deals 1 damage to each opponent. Man, each player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. Oh, man. Oh, man. That is really, he's really impressive. I mean, he's 5 for a 5/4 body with that. He just has his head, though. That's the only thing. He just doesn't need it, because he's got the pumpkin. What do you do? Get his head back? Is this before he become the horseman? Does this guy flip? Like the art, too. Really good art. The Embereth Shieldbreaker saw this one earlier. Destroy target artifact for 1. I really like this. And then you've got this part. Courage is the only shield I need to get her back onto the battlefield the following round. And in red especially, or in, not really red specifically, but Boros, you've got the ability to just cast this. Let's see. Circle of Loyalty. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each knight you control. Okay. Creatures you control get +1/+1. Okay. Whenever you cast a legendary spell, create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Okay. 4 and tap it and create a 2/2 white knight creature token with vigilance. Oh. That's a lot. That's a whole lot. That's a good one. I like that. Tournament grounds. I think I saw this one earlier. Spend this mana only to cast a night or equipment spell. Yeah, the lands are going to be like focused. It comes into play untapped. Untapped. Tap to add a colorless or bow. Spend this mana only to cast a night or equipment spell. No one knows when the tournament began. All they know is that it will never end. I like that. Really cool. Wintermore Commander. Death Touch. Wintermore Commander's toughness is equal to the number of knights you control. That's solid. Solid. Especially for 2 with Death Touch. Holy smokes. Whenever he attacks, another target knight you control gains indestructible until end of turn. Oh, man. Wow, that's solid. That's a really good one, especially an uncommon. That's a good one. That one's going to be wrecking. Yeah. Limited depending on how much stuff how many knights they've gotten black and white. Midnight Clock. Tap to add a blue. Cost 3 to cast. 3, put an hour counter on Midnight Clock. Beginning of each upkeep, put an hour counter on Midnight Clock. When the 12th hour counter is put on Midnight Clock, shuffle your hand and graveyard into your library, then draw 7 cards. Exile Midnight Clock. Wow. So it is a turn 15-ish Time Twister? Huh. Definitely a commander playable. Not sure how I feel about it in standard. I guess in a proliferate deck it's gonna run. Huh. Interesting, to say the least. Alright. Rankle, Master of Pranks. Flying haste whenever Rankle, Master of Pranks deals combat damage to a player, choose any number. You can do all 3 of these. Each player discards a card, each player loses 1 life and draws a card, each player sacrifices a creature. So, yeah. I like him, especially in Commander. When he deals combat damage to a player, yeah, you Voltron him up, flying haste, he comes in, swings, get 3. You can turn 1 him easily. Easily turn 1 him in black. Man, solid commander. The more I look at him, he is just going to be a solid commander. That's going to be annoying. Let's see. Tomb Raider. Listen, Wizards, we saw what you did there. Let's see. Flying. When Tomb Raider enters the battlefield, draw a card for 3 for a 1/1 flyer. It's a common. Eye Collector. Oh, I like this one. Oh, that's so cool. Holy smokes, I love that. Flying, whenever Eye Collector deals combat damage to a player, each player puts the top card of their library into their graveyard. Ooh. Lord Rankle will see you now. All he asks is a small token of tribute. Humans are so forgetful. Every page I steal becomes a secret they can't remember. Alright. Maraleaf Pixie. Flying. Interesting. Neither hostile nor friendly, pixies flit through the forest seeking the treasures of the wilds. I kind of like that, maybe. It's a fairy. Oh, fairy tribal. I guess they're bringing back fairy tribal or what? Black, blue, and green. Fairy Vandal, flash, flying. Whenever you draw your second card each turn, put a +1/+1 counter on Fairy Vandal. That is solid. History may be written by the triumphant, but it's often rewritten by the troublesome. I like it. All right, these are the ones that came out yesterday. That was all today's stuff. This parked out yesterday. Golden Egg, Gilded Goose. I love this one. This was the one that first kind of gave you the idea of what food did, or at least the first one that I saw that gave you an idea of what food did. And then the Golden Egg is food. I mean, it literally says food on it. Runaway Together. This is great because choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. Return those creatures to their owner's hands. This is what I was kind of talking about earlier, because we've got like the Foulbear Knight, or where is she? This chick. smitten sword, this dude, sorry. You return him to your hand, and then you recast him, gain X life. Each opponent loses X life. So you get the opportunity to use this again and then recast him and put him back on the field. So this really does, this right here helps this runaway together. Choose 2 target creatures controlled by different players. One of them can be yours, but one of them has to be your opponent's. Or 2 opponents. It just can't be 2 your creatures. Wishful Merfolk loses defender and becomes a human until end of turn. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's Ariel. She yearned to walk on dry land, so she might take her vengeance there. Ooh, I like it. Crystal Slipper. Equip creature gets +1/+0 in haste, +1 equip. After the death of her mother, Cassia found that things that appear fragile can be very strong indeed. Beyond the Great Hinge. We all like a good hinge, don't we? Let's see. Witch's Cottage. Enters the battlefield tapped unless you control 3 or more other swamps. When it enters the battlefield untapped, you may put target creature card from your graveyard on top of your library. That kind of gives you a little recursion. Witching Well, I really like this one. When it enters the battlefield, scry 2, and then you can spend 4 and sack it and draw 2 cards. So I kind of like this one. Gives you some later, does something immediately, and then also gives it something to you later. And if you do get it later, you can still draw, you can still spend 5 to scry 2, draw 2. Lovestruck Beast. Create a 1/1 white human creature token. Then you cast that on turn 1. Turn 3 comes around. Lovestruck Beast can't attack unless you control a 1/1 creature. Turn 3 comes around. Hey! There you go. You recast him. You cast him for 3. You got a 5/5 on turn. And then, where's that other guy at? Garrick. No. So, 1 second. Where did it go? There it is. Okay, so that's turn 1. Doesn't work. Doesn't work the way I want it to. Flaxen Intruder. I absolutely love this one. Caster is a creature. When it enters, deals combat damage. The player may sacrifice it. When you do, destroy target artifact or enchantment. But if you can hold off till turn 7, create 3 2/2 green bear creature tokens. That's so much fun. That's so much fun. Welcome home. All right, sorry about that, guys. And then the Oko, Thief of Crowns. Create a food token. Target artifact or creature loses all abilities and becomes a green elk creature with base power and toughness 3/3. That's permanent. So, yeah. That's permanent. Exchange control of target artifact or creature you control and target creature an opponent controls with power 3 or less. Yeah. Then I like this one. Kulain, Teller of Tales. If you think back, there's Kukulain. And this is just Kulain, Teller of Tales. Let's see. Vigilance. Whenever you cast a creature spell, draw a card. Then you put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. And then 3 and tap, return target creature you control to its owner's hand. So he cycles on himself in the arcane segment. They add 1 mana of any color in your color identity. Not as good as Command Sphere because you can sack Command Sphere later. So it is what it is. All right, guys. It is 10 o'clock. It is time to get on with the show. Got whatever game here for. All right. This is what we use, KingSumo.com, your giveaways, or the Spark Japanese Alternate Art Playmat giveaway. We will be doing another one of these. We had 58 contestants, 1,669 entries. Thank you guys for all the follows on YouTube. Hope that we can continue to put out content that would be interesting and entertaining for those. And going forward, these contests will also add YouTube content creators, Twitch content creators, Twitter content creators, anybody that's creating content specifically for Magic the Gathering, be it cosplay like Zenadia and some of the other cosplayers that are out there, or Michael, or Crocodile MTG, or Orcs Head Gaming. Those guys are also, I'm going to have links to their channels to help them get viewers and subscribers on YouTube and Twitch. So those will be the guys that you will be supporting on these contests going forward. It's not just going to be myself. I think one of the standards that's going to be out there all the time is I'm going to try to have 3 or 4 that I put in there all the time to continue to push their channels. I know we're a small channel ourselves and a small company ourselves, but we do want to take what platform we have and try to help push people. I mean, just this alone almost got us to 100 subscribers. Even though we didn't get all 58, if we'd gotten all 58, yeah, that would have put us over. But hey, still, we got 31 subscribers, I think, out of all of it. So it was a really, really big push to us, and it really did help us out a lot. But also going forward, we're going to be putting out other YouTube channels, other content creators in the Magic world, and try to help push their channels along as well. These contests are going to be focused on probably playmats, singles, anything that anybody has an idea for us to do a giveaway for. More than welcome to let us know, and we will get on, try to get our hands on it and try to do a contest giveaway for it. The more subscribers that we continue to get, the closer we get to monetization, and once we actually get into monetization, then we will be able to do bigger and bigger and bigger giveaways to help push other content creators. This is not something I'm only doing to push our channel. I really don't care if our channel grows as much as other people that I can possibly push. So, with all that being said, let's see who wins. 3, 2, 1. There are the three winners. TCirc13 at yahoo.com, Chris Louie 311 at outlook.com, and BeebleKing1 at gmail.com. Move that over here. All 3 of these people I will contact all 3 of these folks, and as long as they let me know their contact information, I will go ahead and get one of the 6 playmats that I have ready out to them. Want to thank you guys for helping us in the contest and doing all this different stuff. Again, TCirc13 at yahoo.com, Chris Louie 311 at outlook.com, and BeebleKing1 at gmail.com. All of those guys, congratulations. You've got a playmat coming to you. We will be shipping those out probably later this week. Hopefully would be the scenario where we can get them shipped out. Just all depends on timing and the mailman and some other things. So, thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Please follow us on Twitter, Bluepost _ELIZ, because we are in Elizabethton, Tennessee. So that was why I went with that one. Please follow us on Twitter, because that's where most of this stuff goes out at. You can also catch us at facebook.com/bluepost.co in the channel links below. In pretty much everywhere, once this finishes loading, you'll be able to find links to our YouTube, our Twitch, our DTube, all the different channels that we normally stream on. But we're also on Facebook as well. We don't stream on Instagram for some reason, because Restream doesn't have the ability to do so. But until somebody decides to, give me money and stop streaming elsewhere, I will continue to stream on every platform I can find. So, thank you guys for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the Eldraine review. Sorry my cold is so bad and I sound like I'm at the bottom of a barrel. But thank you guys for participating. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for following us. We really, really appreciate it. We want to do more stuff like this so we can continue to push other content creators and get a spotlight on the people that actually deserve to have the spotlight on them. So thank you for tuning in. I've been your host, the Wizard of the Post, and that was Magic.